Hello, everybody. We're here in Angela City in tribute to Mark Thornton. We're doing Every Man Has a Story, and this is Poppy. How you say your name, Popsy?
They call me Popsy. My name's Andrew, really, but everybody calls me Popsy. You know?
Popsy.
Yeah.
Where are you born?
I was born in Cottesloe. Well, actually, I was born in Peppermint Grove, which is a high-class suburb in Perth, right in Western Australia. But a couple of days after I was born, they shipped me back over the line to Cottesloe. You know?
Perth, Australia. I've heard about Perth, Australia. So how old are you?
77.
How old?
77.
87 or 77?
77.
Oh, you're a young man.
Yeah, I'm only a baby.
You're only a baby.
Yeah. That's what happens with young women.
And what was your career over in Australia?
I worked on newspapers and publishing all my life.
Publishing?
Yeah, I started as an apprentice at 15 in doing hand composing, you know, like with lead, you know, doing that with handset. And then I went onto computers and then I started publishing my own magazines and books. So that's what I'm doing now.
You were without computers a long time.
Oh yeah, it was all in lead, it was all in metal. It was all hot metal and that. That's when I started. Then I went to newspapers and worked for the West Australian newspaper and the Independent newspaper, the Daily News. I worked for all those newspapers.
And you were married in Australia?
Well, I was married when I was 18, first time.
18. How many children?
I got 11 children.
11 in Australia?
No, I got 11 children. Yeah, well, I got 1, 2, 3 here. One from Sama in Australia, right? So there's 6 different women. So I got 11 children.
You got 6.
Well,
You gave 6 different women children.
Yeah, I was married. I was married legally married twice, but then I've had other relationships and we got children with them. Yeah.
Okay, so in Perth, you got married at 18, and how many children did you have?
18 I had Andrew and Paul, and Andrew died at 20, but Paul's still going, and he was a very good jockey, and he's very well known. They call him the Duck.
A horse jockey.
A jockey, yeah.
Yeah.
He rode some good winners and some riders, and he's now, I believe now he's training for a Malaysian prince.
Great.
Paul King. He took his stepfather's name, King, so it's Paul King, and they call him the Duck, Peking Duck. You know.
So when did you first hear about the Philippines?
Well, I was going with a girl, another one of my girls, Myrna, and her father passed away, so she wanted to come to the funeral. So I said, yeah, sure. So we packed up and we came up for the funeral, and it was in Iloilo, and
That was the first. You met a Filipina girl in Australia?
Yeah, Filipino girl I met in Australia.
You met a Filipina girl in Australia?
She wanted to come back for her father's funeral. I said, yeah, sure.
So that was the first time you came to the Philippines?
Yeah, and
how long ago was that?
oh, gee, 28, or maybe 30 years ago now.
30 years ago.
Yeah. I was with her for a long time as well.
So when back then you went back and forth?
But then I was going back and forth mainly then, yeah, but with her, because I was living with her, so I only came up here on holiday with her. And then we went to Boracay, and she's from Iloilo, from New Lucerne, which is in Iloilo City. But then we went to Boracay, and then we went to Manila, and I quite liked the place. And then long story. Our relationship got a bit strained. She was flying away and up north and that type of thing, and she could see I wasn't real happy with what was going on. So she said, "Why don't you go back to the Philippines? Maybe meet somebody." So online, then I met a girl, and online, and then she said, "Go and meet her." So I went up here, and then this is where I am now.
So let's back up just a little. How many wives did you have in Australia?
I married Lynn, and then I married Linda, then I married Lynn, then Jan, Linda, Jan. How your memory goes, you know, that's what happens when you get old. Can't even remember their names. So Janet, I was with Janet for a long time, and I was with Myrna for a long time.
Married?
No, I've married 2 of them, but the other 4 were long-term relationships, right.
So how long is the flight from Australia to the Philippines?
It's about 4 hours to Singapore and about another 2 or 3 hours to here, so it's about 7 hours.
That's why there's so many Australian men here. It's an easy flight.
Yeah, they go here. A lot of my friends go to Bali.
Bali, Indonesia.
Yeah, Bali's a very popular place here.
Because it's closer, or
I know, it just seems. I think it could be. I don't know. My mate goes to Bali. He does. I've told him come to the Philippines. I think they think the Philippines is a little bit wild. You know, a little
too
bit
wild.
Yeah, a little bit wild.
They want more conservative women.
Well, I think maybe the surfing's got something to do. I think Bali they have good surfing. But
Oh,
I
yeah,
told them
they're known for the water. Bali is
Yeah.
known for the water.
Yeah, but I know
So-
a lot of them go to Bali.
Where do you fly if you want to go to Singapore? Where do you fly out of? in
I fly out
Australia?
of Clark.
No, from Australia.
Oh, Perth is where I fly from.
From Perth to Singapore
Yeah.
is 4 hours.
About 4 hours, 5 hours.
That's a nice easy flight.
Yeah, then you usually stay over in Singapore, and then you have a couple of hours flight out, a couple of hours to Manila.
Yeah, you can go anywhere. You can go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
Once you're in Singapore, you're in Asia, so it's an easy hop, skip, and a jump anywhere in Asia.
Yeah, like I said, I've been to from here. We went to Thailand, and when I was with Myrna, like I said, that girl Myrna, the one that I ended up, the Filipina, and then we went to Thailand and we went to Boracay and that type of stuff. So we had a good time. She was a good girl. It just didn't work out for us.
So when did you settle here permanently?
I came up here. What happened? Long story short is that I had my girlfriend up here. I had a girlfriend up here, and she ended up getting pregnant. And I went back to Australia, and I said to Myrna, I found a girl, and I'm going up there. So I just let her have everything, and I just took a bag with a couple of t-shirts and a pair of jeans, and just jumped on a plane and came up here to be with Irene. And she was pregnant. So then. I stayed for a while up here and looked after, and then I went back to Australia, and then the baby was born, and then I came up here, and then I decided I just stay here. So I just
How long you been here this time?
20 years.
You've been here 20 years, never left.
I've got to leave every now and again. I've got to go and
Just to the visa.
So what I do is I just go to Singapore, stay a couple of days, and come back, and then renew it and kick off again.
Why do you choose Singapore?
So it's close and it was cheap.
You're more familiar with Singapore.
Yeah. Singapore was just easy for me, you know.
Yeah, you do the visa run every 3 years.
Yeah, basically every 3 years you do the visa run, you know, and then you can just kick it off again, you know.
And you start another 3
Yeah.
years. Yeah, I'm familiar with it. But I only did it once, and I went back to America, and I have 3 years coming up, so I'm thinking what to do. But everything's up in the air now.
Yeah.
So you've been here 20 years. And,
Yeah, well, my daughter's 19. Oh, she's running 20, but of course she was 9 months pregnant, so I came up before she was born. And then
So but you've been here 20 years, and how many children did you leave in America,
in Australia,
in Australia?
Andrew Paul, Jason Kane, Tor, Sasha Bianca. 11. So you take. I got a stepson up here, and I've got my two.
No,
daughters.
forget steps.
Yeah, okay.
Forget
My two
steps.
daughters. I've got two daughters.
Biological.
Two daughters up here, and
But how many biological children did you leave in Australia when you permanently came here for 20 years?
7.
Okay, so you
But
left.
they're all different ages. Like I said, some had passed away.
Yeah.
You know, so.
No, that's sad. Anyone's passing is sad.
Yeah, I lost 3 sons.
Oy, how?
Well, Andrew, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but he took his own life
Yeah.
when he was 20. Jason, he passed away when he was 20 days old.
Oh, my.
And Kane had an accident when he was young, a car accident. He broke his back, and then he died of cancer at 40.
At 40. Oh my. Right. So you left everything behind, and you came here 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So what happened? You had a girlfriend 20 years ago.
I had the girl I'd met, like a soldier, Myrna said to go and find somebody, and I did.
So you found the first girl here 20 years ago.
Well, the girl that I had that got pregnant, but yeah.
So 20 years ago, you got a Filipina pregnant.
Well, I got 2 of them at the same time pregnant.
2 girls, 2 separate women. You got pregnant.
Yep. Sad to say.
In where? In what part of the Philippines?
One was in Manila and one was here in Angeles City.
What? And you were going back and forth.
Between the 2 of them, yeah.
We had 2 girlfriends.
But I didn't know they were both pregnant at the same time until the one from the one from Manila caught me with the, well, not caught me, it wasn't a permanent relationship, if you know what, it was a fluid relationship, right? So, but she came up one day to my hotel, and of course the other girl was there, and of course.
But you weren't married. You were
No,
just
no.
you were just dating, playing the field. You were playing the field.
But the girl, I don't know. Anyway, there was a knock. I'd been out with Juliet, and I'd gone home and that type of thing to the hotel, and then there was a knock at I was having a shower, and a knock at the door, and Juliet said, "Irene's here," and I went, okay, so come in. And she's like, anyway, long story short, she says, I said, "This is Juliet, this is Irene." They went, "Hello, da da da." And I said, "I've got to tell you something, Juliet's buntis, pregnant." And she said, "Well, so am I." So I dealt, that complicated things, because I was going to Samar when I sent Juliet back there to have the baby, and Irene was in Manila, so I was going Manila, Samar.
So are you still in contact with those two children?
Yeah, well, yeah. I've got, well, it's now 3, because I went with Irene because Juliet found a guy down in Samar and she married him. So, but I still keep in contact, and we've got GD, and GD's 20, and my daughter Andy is 19, running 20. You know.
Those are the two children that live with you now.
No one lives with me now.
Prior, last 6 months, 8 months.
Yeah, last year they were living.
Last year they were two children living with you for 20 years.
Yeah,
more or less.
Well, one was with 19 years and the other one is 14. They were living with me.
Yeah, so one's 14. You have two daughters that you're very close to. One's 19 and 14.
That's the reason I said the only reason to tell the truth, the only reason I'm in the Philippines is to look after my daughters.
And you have a third son or daughter
who
in
now
Samar.
lives in Queensland. No, from Samar, but she married a guy and they live in Queensland now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so but
You communicate with her?
Yeah, every day on Facebook.
Wonderful.
And she came up here and she wanted me, but I felt very. I don't know how I felt if a girl was with me and she'd had a baby to someone else, right? And she'd married me, and she went back to the country, and she met up there. So I didn't want to cause any hassle. So I said, but I'll send my daughters to go and have dinner. So Andy and Ayana, they went and had dinner with her and her son, so they know each other now. You know.
Now, up until a short time ago, you had a girlfriend, wife? Is it a wife or girlfriend?
Girlfriend, yeah. Long term, 20 years. So
you were with a woman for 20 years. You never married her, and she's the mother of your two Filipino children here in Angeles.
Yeah.
So you married her you met her 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And tell me what happened.
Well, 20 years ago I met her, and then I went back to Australia, and I came back again, and then I decided to stay. When she got pregnant, I decided to come up here and stay.
And you both fell in love?
Well, how do I put it? Yeah, probably, yeah, but not desperately in love. I mean, she was a girl, right? That I felt that I come on. You've lived in Angeles City, you know, that it's not like you can go without here, if you know what I mean, you know. But I felt if you get them pregnant, I don't run away. You know,
you have an obligation.
I've got an obligation, so I fulfilled my obligation to her. Then we had another one, and of course, if you live with someone long enough, they start to grow on you, and you start to get used to them. You know, that type of thing.
And how long have you two been living? Did you live together?
Up until best part of maybe 19 years. You know.
So you were together 19 years?
Yeah, we just broke up. We just separated maybe 10 months ago, you know. So.
And how was the relationship for the long period of time?
Yeah, the relationship was good. It was, like I said, it was okay. But
so what happened? Tell me what happened.
Yeah, well,
tell the viewers what happened.
Well, it's like anything else, you know. Like people fall out of. They have different paths they want to follow, I suppose. Anyway, we just sort of drifted apart, you know. So and then, yeah, long story, but I'm sort of. It turned a bit nasty, you know, in the end, you know. So not because she was not being faithful. Let's put it that way. And I found out about it, and I said, okay, I can handle infidelity, right? You can forgive that, right? But I can't handle them lying about it, and that's the problem. And that's when it got nasty. And that's when I ended up in the can. Yeah, but that's been resolved, so it's okay.
What happened? She called the police on you? Or?
Yep.
Yeah. Why? What'd she say? I know they're all allegations and lies
Yeah.
and everything else, because you've told me the story,
Yeah.
and I believe you, but what's her version?
I don't know. I never got it.
They never told you, the police never told you?
I got a brief like from when I went to court. I got a brief and I read the brief, and then I got about halfway through it and I said, this is rubbish, you know. So I just ignored it, because there's nothing in the brief that is actually 100% true. But the first I knew about anything was when the policeman came to my door and said, we've got a warrant for your arrest. And I said, what for? And they said, spousal abuse. I said, what? But I don't abuse anybody. I don't even hit my kids. I don't even spank them, you know. And anyway, what it is because she said, because when I found out certain things were happening, I said, no, okay, because I used to give her all my money. So I said, no, I'll give you so much money for my daughters, right? And you better get yourself a job, right?
That's after you found out she was cheating.
Yeah. And so I didn't give. I used to give her my debit card all the time, and she'd just go and take all the money, and then I'd just take some money, and she'd pay all the bills and all that type of stuff, you know. So then I stopped giving her that, and then she started getting real cranky. So anyway, the next thing they come and I said, well, what's this about, you know? And they said, oh, it's called spousal abuse. I said, but I haven't abused anybody. I've never hit anybody. I don't hit anybody. I don't even spank my kids. And she had a son when I met her. She was a 2-year-old. I brought him up for 20 years. Those 20 years I paid for everything. I never spanked him either. I treated him like a son, no problem. Anyway, so anyway, I ended up in the pokey for 3 days, right? So, and then I ended up on bail for 9 months. And then then when it went to actual court, we went to arraignment to go to court, and they asked how did I plead. I said not guilty. She got up and said I want to withdraw the charges after 9 months.
Now, when you were on probation, did you stop?
No, I was on probation.
On bail. On bail.
I was on bail, yeah.
You're on bail. Did you stop giving her money?
No, I've never stopped giving her money.
Never stopped giving her money.
No.
Because you want to support
But she
your
wants
children.
more. Yeah, she wants more. That's the trouble. There's only so much money I can give, because I'm still the unit that I'm living in is in her name. She signed the lease. But I've been paying the rent. I've been paying the power. I've been paying the electricity. I've been paying the water. I've been looking after the dogs, looking after the cats. You know?
So legally you're not married.
No.
So legally you owe her nothing.
Yeah.
But I know you want to support your children.
Yeah.
Why don't you just give your children a monthly allowance?
I give that. Well, the thing is, I pay monthly. I pay fortnightly. Like tonight, they will come around tomorrow, and I will give them their money. So tomorrow I give them 10,000 in cash for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, so that's 20,000 a month. Then on top of that, I give them 5,000 from one of my clients that pays me, but I give it to them. So that's 25,000. Then on top of that, I pay their utang. That's credit that they get food for the shop across the road, because I don't want them to go hungry. I sold to the ship. So that ranges from maybe 3,000-4,000 a month. So that's 30,000, right, a month. You know. And then on top of that, if I've got some extra money, which I did, like last week, I gave my daughter 1,000, right, towards her school fee, you know, like her savings, right, so she can get that. And then my young one, if I've got money, I'll give her some bail.
Well, you're a great guy. You're a generous guy.
Well, they don't think so.
And you're the mayor. The mayor around Angeles. Everyone knows you. I know you do karate and you teach
Judo.
karate.
I'm judo.
Judo,
yeah.
karate. I don't know the difference, but
Yeah.
yeah.
The thing is, I mean, things get nasty. You like, the thing is, I got angry, right? But I never hit anybody. I slammed a door. This is a good one. I asked her, tell the truth, right? Because I bought her 2 motorbikes as well, right? 40,000 a piece. But I never could get a ride on them, so that made me angry, right? That I couldn't even get a ride. You know, I'd have to walk everywhere. I walk everywhere because.
Why wouldn't she give you a ride?
She says I can't ride a motorbike, and I've rode a motorbike for years, but she just didn't want to give me a ride. Anyway.
She just wants to give you a hard time.
Yeah. So I would never get a ride, but she'd take a girlfriend here and pick up her and the kid. And the thing is, yeah, so it made me angry because I bought one motorbike for 40 grand, and then what happened, she just ran it into the ground. So I said, okay, but you need another motorbike. So I gave her another motorbike, which cost me 40 grand. So I just got angry that I couldn't get a ride on it. So it just made me angry. And
You buy a new motorbike for 40 grand?
One of my clients was Nice Bike. Could be, if you need a bike, Nice Bike. But I said I made a deal with them. I do their website and all that thing, and and the money that that would be going to there would pay off the motorbike, right? So it cost 40 grand.
Now, you have a newspaper here in Angeles too.
I did until I got my, here we go. Until I was doing the newspaper until a few months ago, but someone stole my computer.
Oh my.
So I got no computer at the moment to work on, you know. So as soon as I get my computer, another computer, I'll,
And don't you have like 20,000 subscribers or?
yeah, about 20 grand, 20,000.
About 20,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I got more readers than that because I run Angeles City Ads, Angeles City Classifieds, Angeles City Ads, Angeles City Real Estate, Angeles City Promos, Angeles City, I can't do that, there's Angeles City at nights. So I've got quite a few Facebook pages and I've got members there which all get the magazine.
Well, you got to get back to work.
Yeah, I've got to get a computer. Anybody want to send me a computer?
Maybe one of the viewers has a
Never know.
computer to
Never
help
know.
you.
Yeah, so
Maybe
yeah.
one of the viewers.
So actually,
If they need computer work done, they need a website. He's very highly trained. He's been in the publishing business his whole life.
yeah, like I said, I turn out the magazine. You know, some people say, "How do you turn this out?" Well, it's just what I do. You know, I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah, it's second nature.
Second nature. So it's pretty popular at the time, but at the moment, to my readers, I sort of apologise, but I can't do much if I haven't got my computer's not working.
Exactly. So how was the jail here?
Terrific.
Wonderful.
Oh, it's horrible. I lost 20 kilos.
In 4 days. You were only there 4 days.
Well, you saw me when I came in, right?
I saw you when you
And
came in.
now I've lost a lot of weight, you know. Stress.
I saw you when you came in. You were good company. You were good company.
Actually, it's funny, you know. It didn't faze me too much. What it fazed me was the sort of the boredom in a way, you know. The only thing that fazed me was those noisy buggers, you know. They're always yelling and carrying on like pork chops, you know.
Yeah, the Filipino. They love
Yeah.
to chat. The Filipino.
Yeah.
They have Filipino. They have Filipina in the jail. The same jail.
Yeah, in cells next to each other.
What state was station 3 or 4?
Station 4.
Station 4.
Yeah.
Station 4.
But it was okay. The food, like I said, I didn't eat while I was there, you know.
Well, they don't feed you.
Yeah.
The family members of the other prisoners bring the food.
They bring the food. Yeah, I got no family to bring me food. so-
Neither do I.
But they used to bring down some rice and some mystery meat. I'm not eating that.
I
No.
know. Aye, that's why everyone, you gotta behave here.
Oh.
The women are always right, sadly. It's the same way in America. The court system favors the woman. The divorce system favors the woman. They always give the children to the mothers. And it's the same way here in the Philippines.
Yeah, like I said, I was very surprised when they hit up with a warrant because no police had ever come to interview me. Nobody had said anything. I never went to court. Nothing. All they came was with an arrest warrant, and they whacked me in the camp. And when it came to the time to actually, you know, defend myself in court, she got up and said, "I want to withdraw the charges."
You think they came after you because you're a foreigner?
I think so. I think that's why I think that's why it took 9 months. 9 months to get to an arraignment. I didn't get arraigned like 1 month. It was 9 months. I had to keep going back to court because the prosecutor was on holiday or the judge was sick or whatever. They kept.
Well, that happens frequently to a lot of people here. The Philippines is known for their very slow, inferior legal system.
Yeah. But I asked.
But I think when they first came to arrest you, she must have gone to the police and told the police, "I'm married to this miserable foreign guy," and bingo, you're sunk.
Yeah, the thing is, the first I heard about when they had a court order to arrest me, and I'm going, well, what do you mean? You know. Anyway, I just took it and I said, okay, fine, just thing. So, luckily, I'm in judo. I'm a judoka, right? And I was actually online when they came to arrest me to the judo club. And I just typed a message in quickly. I typed a message that said, been arrested, station 4. Then the guys from the judo club that I was talking to came, and they were the ones that arranged my bail and everything like that, because there's a lot of paperwork. I mean, the paperwork is unbelievable to get bail. As far as I know in Australia, if you get arrested, you post bail the next day, you go and pay the bail and you're out the door.
Same in America. You're out in a couple hours.
Yeah, here, no, they got to get like affidavits. They got signed forms. There's all sorts of stuff, you know. And they had to keep going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And after 3 days, then they managed to get me out.
Well, you know, it was nice talking to you. If the viewers leave comments, like and subscribe. If you have any questions, I'll pass them along to Poppy. And I can give you his, if you really want, I'll give you his contact information. You can subscribe. You can subscribe to his magazine, and I'll try to put a link. I'll figure out how to put a link down below, and you can contact him directly.
Yep. Yeah,
Contact me, and I'll give you his Facebook.
Yeah, sure. And the thing is, like I said, the other thing is too, like I was going to sort of segue into judo, right? So because I've done judo all my life, so if you see my Facebook page or whatever, you'll see a lot of judo on there.
Good for you. Good. It's a great sport.
Yeah, I practiced for 70 years. So
That's terrific.
yeah, maybe I'll get it right soon. Yeah.
Now you hold the black belt, I'm sure. You have the black belt rating?
Yeah, I'm a sixth dan. I'm a sixth degree. I was graded seventh dan, but there's some politics involved. But I've got a sixth dan, international sixth dan. I represented Australia at 2 world championships and internationals, and I won
Wow.
medals international.
Wow.
And I fought for over 20 years, right?
Wow.
So, but then I taught and I coached and yeah. So I
They
like
call
to-
you Sensei.
They call me
Sensei.
yeah. They call me Sensei Drew. You know.
Sensei Drew.
Yeah, my name's Andrew.
Oh, Andrew, Sensei Drew.
My father was the founder of the Judo Federation in Australia.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
So he
That's
was
terrific.
He was an eighth degree when he died. You know, but he was a judo genius, right?
That's the highest, 8th degree.
In Australia at the time, yeah. You know.
Wonderful.
So yeah, I've got a photograph somewhere of me and my father both with our red and white belts on. So that's one of my.
All right, we'll do another video. We'll do another
Okay.
video sometime.
The
See,
judo,
I-
the judo I'm more knowledgeable about than going to jail. But you know, there's a funny thing though, right? Could I just tell you very quickly? The thing is, I'm very disciplined, right? You know, like for the judo, I think going to jail, I just sort of put in my mind that this is going to end, and just be very, very disciplined. I didn't panic. I didn't do it. This will end. I didn't like it, but I figured it will end. You know.
You were lucky you're only there 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, mate, and I feel so thankful I wasn't in there any longer. But if it had been longer, I think I just would have had to just bite my tongue, you know, just waited. There's nothing you can do. You're at the mercy, right? So that's what you have to do.
At the mercy.
Yeah.
All right, that's all for now, folks.
Okay.
We'll see you on the next one.
And thank
Thanks
you, mate.
again.